Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Today's December 25th, 2023, and I want to share some more decodes concerning iPet Goat 2. We're looking at a high watch date coming up around New Year's. This possibly could be the biggest event of the year, the most significant event. I don't know that for sure, but there's a lot of things pointing to New Year's Eve, and I'm going to show you. So, right here we see the man holding the dog. You can see it's a dog, it says Wolf right here. But I think it relates to these constellations. Orion, the dog star Sirius, which makes up part of the Canis Major constellation. And they say that this is Orion's dog, and that's why they have the line connecting to it, the leash. And I'm going to get back to that, but the next scene, we see the puppeteer with the money symbol, but I think this has multiple meanings like all their scenes. This could have to do with the month of the snake, which is the fourth month in the Chinese calendar, which generally begins at the beginning of, or middle of May. It could be the year of the snake. 2025 is the next year. So, but anyways, the puppeteer is controlling George Bush, and below him we see the star. And I just think this relates to the dog star Sirius, because they showed this in this image. And another reason is Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. It's, as I said, the dog star making up part of the constellation Canis Major, the greater dog. Sirius might be also called the New Year's star. It'll ring in 2024 in its highest point in the sky around the stroke of midnight, which is true for every New Year's Eve. So, on New Year's Eve, it's the highest point in the sky, shining directly above. And that's why the light would be shining directly below Bush, a star representing Sirius, the dog star. And I think this is related to a cyber attack or blackout. We see the room is dark, and George Bush, if you watched the video, most of you have, he's tap dancing here, and he's moving his fingers, which could be related to cyber attack. The taps, the sound of his fingers hitting the keyboard. I believe the star is also symbolic of one or more country that may be possibly committing the attack. And this could be North Korea, China, because these are the flags. This is the flag of China, all stars. North Korea has one star. And also these bottom four images from Pet Goat, which I talked about before, is symbolic of South Korea getting attacked, because South Korea's flag is the yin-yang. You see the tanks entering into the yin-yang. Baron Samedi, death touching the tiger. Their animal is a Siberian tiger. And you also see Baron Samedi with the fireworks. He's blowing the party favor. So that relates to New Year's Eve as well. But this is multi-layered. I said before, this related to Ukraine getting attacked, because that happened in the year of the tiger and in the month of the tiger, which was February of 2022. And also, I believe it relates to the invasion of Gaza, which happened October 27th, which is close to Halloween, and Baron Samedi represents the Day of the Dead, which is celebrated October 31st to November 2nd. So another image from Pet Goat, Lily holding the apple in front of the rabbit. We are in the year of the rabbit, 2023. Then she drops the apple, and the rabbit is lit up. What does the dropping of the apple signify? Well, again, this has multiple meanings, but it could definitely signify the dropping of the apple, the ball drop, on New Year's Eve. And look what happens when this occurs. The lights go out. So this could be signifying, as I said, a blackout, a cyber attack on New Year's Eve. So then the apple rolls next to the letters L and C. I said before, the letter L is the 12th letter. C is the 3rd letter. So 1, 2, 3. What is New Year's Eve this year? 12/31/23 in short form. When you break it down without the slashes, you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like the LC and the apple. 12/3 written twice. So another thing that I look for is the release date of iPetGoat 2, connecting to events as I've seen in the past with a significant number pattern. And to New Year's Eve this year, it's 11 years, 190 days apart, which we see a backwards 9/11. Then on the Jewish calendar, it's Teveth 19. Whether you're looking at the old or new, it can be 4/19 or 10/19, and also 11/19 on the Chinese calendar. So both reverse 9/11 on the Chinese calendar and the Jewish calendar. Now, since I have a suspicion of a possible cyber attack on New Year's Eve, I wanted to look at the founding date of U.S. Cyber Command. Well, it just so happens to be 4,973 days apart from its founding date, with the end date included, and that is exactly the 666 prime number. So there was a recent movie on Netflix, just came out this month, December 9th, produced by the Obamas. It was all about a blackout and a cyber attack called Leave the World Behind. Well, if you change the letters, this is an anagram, it will spell behold, war, evil, the end. Very interesting, huh? And at the end of the movie, the little girl enters into the bunker called Commodus. And Commodus was a Roman emperor who died on December 31st. Well, that is New Year's Eve. So back to the scene with George Bush dancing over the star. Well, we have one other image in PetGoat where they show one star, and that is on the American ripped flag. This flag is ripped in half, and they show one star. Well, Texas is the Lone Star State. That is where George Bush is from. That's also another reason why they probably picked Bush to dance over top of the star. Well, if you abbreviate Texas, it's TX. T is the 20th letter, X is the 24th. For the year 2024. Something to happen in Texas. Maybe that's where a blackout first takes place in Texas. So as I showed before, one scene can be related to multiple events. So this could be a separate event relating to Texas. Whether or not it has to do with New Year's Eve, I don't know. So speaking of Sirius, the dog star, the New Year's Eve star, the band Dog Star with Keanu Reeves, will actually be performing on New Year's Eve this year in California. Is there any connection to this? I don't know yet, but I just wanted to add that because I thought that was interesting with Keanu Reeves' band named Dog Star. So just to go back to this image, as I'm always looking at multiple possibilities, the puppeteer who's controlling George Bush, wearing the dollar symbol, a snake ring, as I said, and we might have some type of event in the year of the snake. New Year's Eve on the year of the snake does add up to 88, as you can see here, and the apple does split into two 8 shapes. The next year of the snake is the year 2037. The word cyber attack does equal 37. We also see the 2 as in PetGoat, but this is also relating. If you look at the Gemini symbol, it's very similar to the Gemini symbol. Gemini begins on 5/21. 5/21 is the date that U.S. Cyber Command was founded. So for instance, May 21st, 2037, 27 years after U.S. Cyber Command was founded, or with the end date included, 1,409 weeks. Well, that 1409 equals the 223rd prime number. I mention that because I always look at the 223, 322 codes, 911 codes. So the last decode that I want to talk about, referring back to the possible attack on South Korea at the end of this month. We do have the 322 connection, connecting to the president of South Korea being born. Kim Jong-un, 1984 weeks apart from his birth. Dates reversed, and he was born in 1984. And it's also the 12th year anniversary since Kim Jong-un became president. So that's all the decodes that I have for this video. We'll see what happens, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.